Forward Progress, a Chicago Bears podcast with Dan Bernstein and Matt Abeticola on 312 Sports.
We give you Forward Progress on 312 Sports. It is a Chicago Bears podcast as we talk Bears and NFL. We're brought to you by Beer Church Brewing, New Buffalo's brewery, pizzeria, in a historic church. Wood-fired Neapolitan pizza, small batch craft beer, brunch every day. Visit beerchurchbrewing.com. So we found out that the Bears and Vikings game on Sunday has earned the top Fox crew, which means you get Kevin Burkhardt, you get Tom Brady, you get Tom Rinaldi, you get Aaron Andrews, and you get all of their good cameras, so there's no excuse for not having the correct angle on a replay. It's all there in the brand spanking new U.S. Bank Stadium. Still new, not all that new, but new enough to remind us of how Kevin Warren got the job atop the Bears hierarchy, in large part due to what he sold the McCaskies was his involvement in the creation of that building. Everything. The politics, the details, everything. That there was so much that he did that he could bring that knowledge, that experience, that expertise, and bring it to the sharp-elbowed political ring of Chicago and Illinois and get it done. So when you see the establishment shots on Sunday, when you see the sweeping helicopter or blimp or drone, whatever they do to show you that gleaming edifice, the question to be asked is, how's it going here? Where are we? What's the latest? After, if I'm correct on this, the pitch before the Springfield veto session, that's my favorite legislator, veto session.
Mm-hmm. He's on the team.
I know he is. They said, we need this. We need this property tax certainty. We need this mega project bill to go through. Another guy, mega project bill. He might be right next to veto session. The two of them hanging out together in the corner booth. I think that Kevin Warren has made a habit of putting some extreme things out there, of saying we're going to have shovels in the ground in 25, 26, whatever we're pushed out to now. We're going to do this. And then unwinding some of that stuff after the fact. This is a must for us, he said. We must have certainty. We can't go forward without this. That's what he said. We cannot go forward. And the state legislature and the governor were like, whatever. We're not taking that up. No. We got other things we got to do that are more important to taxpayers right now than finding your cost certainty when it comes to property taxes.
Right, because what he missed out on there was thinking that this is just as important to the state as it is to the Bears, which it's not.
And anybody could have explained to him that's the first thing you got to solve in Illinois politics is the difference between the state of Chicago and the state of Illinois. And I use that term for a reason, because they're completely different places with very, very different politics.
Now, as much as I think Kevin Warren was handcuffed when he got here because the Bears purchased the land before they hired the guy to build on the land, taking away any leverage he could about leaving the city. So he got screwed from the start. That's on the McCaskies. But what we learned from the whole project in Minnesota was that Kevin Warren was the front man. Kevin Warren was the guy in front of the cameras, answering the questions by the media, and the glad-handing, and the charming, and the smoozing, and the talking.
But and the texting and sexting and doing and the
well, that I don't know about. The other stuff I do. Okay. But he was not the guy behind the scenes that actually got the work done.
Well, he's hired a lot of people to do that.
A problem, though.
That's why I'm using this, the opening of this broadcast when you are looking live. And we will all be looking live.
And it's going to be a great shot. It's going to look beautiful. It's a beautiful stadium.
Where's ours? Where is it? How is it happening? And where are we in whatever version of the timeline we have now? Because the last we heard was we can't go forward without this legislation. You didn't get it.
So now what?
You said you can't go forward. Are we not going forward? What are we doing? Because I see a lot of Kevin Warren in those post-game video clips that are popping up everywhere on social media.
In the locker rooms?
And the recent one is actually really funny if you look at it closely, because they do good, better, best, never let it rest, good gets better, better gets best, and everybody's chanting along. And there's Kevin Warren. Believe me, he knows where the cameras are. And I'm surprised that he didn't actually have his Bible with him, open to an appropriate verse at that point, that he would be, sort of scanning with his finger, his reading glasses on, and then looking up just in time for 1, 2, 3 Bears. But he actually didn't time it up right, if you watch Kevin Warren. Because the moment Ben Johnson says, Bears on 3, Warren already goes, ah! No, you got to wait, man. You got to wait for the 1, 2, 3 Bears. Then you celebrate. And you can see it if you're watching for it. And he kind of goes in a little early because he loves those. He loves that locker room. And I'll say this, Kevin, I don't need you in the locker room. I need you in the boardrooms. I need you in the meeting rooms. That you're it's fun right now. It's fun to be out in front. It's fun to be 6-3. It's fun to say, and I give you a lot of credit for hiring Ben Johnson, for being involved, for setting the tone, whatever you had to do, okaying the money, however you got Ben Johnson, whatever your involvement was, awesome. Great job. Thank you. Now the football's okay. We're all right.
So step out and take care of this stuff.
We're all right on the football now, but if you said we can't move forward without this legislation, you didn't get it.
So now what? And the people he's hired, too, he didn't hire the people in Minnesota that got the work done. They were there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like he brought in the crew that got the Minnesota deal done. He was part of that group, but he was just out front.
And I'm just using this trip to this stadium as, frankly, an arbitrary time. I mean, not so arbitrary, because there it is. They're going there. We're going to see it. It's going to be on our television.
No, it's a marker here in this timeline.
Just to say, there it is. There's that building. And you're here. You got this job in Chicago because of that building and because of what you told the McCaskies your involvement was in the creation of that building, in the laying the figurative and literal foundation for that. Let's get on with it. Let's have some, again, literal and figurative, concrete steps in whatever the plan is here. I don't see shovels. The whole cranes in the sky bit, and bringing out his preacher and his bands and bringing the band back.
Unless it's Crane Kenny in the sky looking for money to help the Cubs.
The wheelbarrow full.
Yes.
Because we can hope the Cubs are able to just find enough money to field a good team.
Well, we have confirmation on that. Jed Hoyer has said that they will have enough money to field a good team. So, I started my new breakfast routine thanks to my friends at Huel. I have a small, light bite at home along with my Huel Daily Greens drink. Today, I had the peach and hibiscus before I left the house. They also have blueberry and apple-flavored Daily Greens drinks. They're all great. I was blown away by the taste. I was never a guy going for the green drink, but I love the Huel Daily Greens. It's a nice little complement to my light breakfast before I leave the house. They're full of vitamins, minerals, superfoods, electrolytes, and antioxidants. They're developed by registered nutritionists and dietitians with only 25 calories. They have 4 grams of fiber and only 1 gram of sugar. Now for lunch, I'm having my Huel ready-to-drink meal. So I have my drink right here. Each container has 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, and 6 grams of fiber. It's such an easy way for me to have a great, healthy lunch. I usually have it with me on the train ride home out of the city, but today I was a little more hungry earlier as we're filming Forward Progress, so I had to start my Huel ready-to-drink meal a little bit earlier. Remember, they're all gluten-free and no artificial sweeteners as well. They're available in strawberry banana, chocolate, iced coffee, and chocolate peanut butter. I can't decide.
Which one is that one?
Which is my favorite? This is the chocolate peanut butter.
Is it empty?
No, you want to finish it? You can try it.
I just want to try it.
Yeah, I'm almost done with it. You can get that in there. That's my favorite one. So I've had them all. They're all great. The chocolate, the vanilla, the strawberry banana. The iced coffee is really good, but the chocolate peanut butter is my favorite one.
Ooh.
Isn't that good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yum, yum.
Yeah, I love it.
And this is good for you.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, there's 35 grams of protein, 27 vitamins and minerals, 6 grams of fiber. Yeah, I love it. So, yeah, I like all the flavors, but I think the chocolate peanut butter is my favorite. I've been doing a lot of peanut butter lately at home, and the chocolate peanut butter is just really, really good. So some big news, too, from my friends at Huel. Just this month, Huel has launched into Target stores nationwide. So Huel makes healthy eating very simple. So try both products, the ready-to-drink meals and the daily greens, with 15% off your purchase for new customers with my exclusive code FORWARD. Go to Huel.com/forward. That's HUEL.com/forward for 15% off your order. Use the code FORWARD and then fill out the post-checkout survey to help support the show. That's Huel.com/forward.
I wonder how it feels to be Giants interim coach and the pride of St. Rita, Mike Kafka.
St. Rita.
Saying he went to St. Rita, and of course everyone knows that St. Rita is where Ed Farmer pitched and would knock people on their ass if they dared even bring a bat into the batter's box, because that was a personal affront to him. But Mike Kafka gets the opportunity for the job of a lifetime, and immediately everyone, all the betting markets are swirling. Will Kafka get the Giants job? Brian Daboll only a couple of years removed from being coach of the year, and now he's out. And do you see the name that already is circulating? There are two names that I think...
Well, I saw a couple, yeah.
The first one, I guess the betting favorite as of this morning, Mike McCarthy. His career record, Packers, Cowboys, Mike McCarthy, 185, 123, and 2. So he's the 7-1 current odds favorite early on to take over the Giants. Kafka at 8-1. There's the name Clint Kubiak again. That's the Seahawks offensive coordinator. But, man, you know what you get with Mike McCarthy.
I like Mike McCarthy.
But you know what you get. You know that he can run an NFL team, that he is certainly probably slightly above replacement level, but there are going to be some maddening tactical failures. It's going to be clock management. It's going to be a lack of desire to understand modern analytics when it comes to when to go for it and when to kick and all of that. I don't think that's going to change. I think you're going to have to live with some of that stuff. And McCarthy, having dealt with Dallas, I think could easily handle the New York media market. I don't think that would be an issue. I don't think the lights would be too big for him because he's kind of too old to care and he's got plenty of scar tissue built up. He definitely could bring that sense of stability in the same way the Bears thought that John Fox was going to be that really coachy old guy.
Yeah, but as long as Mike McCarthy still wants to coach
Right.
and still wants to lead a team into the playoffs and a Super Bowl, where I don't think John Fox was quite at that point in his
Agree.
career. Yeah.
See, I'm not a McCarthy fan.
Yeah, I've always liked him.
As a coach, I'm just not a fan. I just think there's too many times where individual games you just say, why is he doing that? How did he? Is this happening again? And it might be a playoff game. It might not be. He could get you to the playoffs, but I always think that he reminds me a little bit of Brad Underwood, you know what I mean? The Illinois head basketball coach.
Yeah.
Where I know he's a really solid coach, but then tactically, when things start to matter, there's always something that leaves a scratch in your head about why did he do this, or why is this guy covering that guy, or why is he using this offense or that defense. So we'll see. The other name, and the one that really has tongues wagging, is Bill Belichick having his exit strategy of somehow, whatever the agreements were to get him out of there, that there is a large group of trustees and boosters that we know in Chapel Hill that would love to do whatever they could do to grease the skids to let Belichick take his whole circus back out of town.
Yep.
And I'm thinking that his girlfriend, who was Miss Maine, could go to Miss Manhattan real quick, and all of her myriad plans of everything they've copyrighted, everything that they're trying to own regarding ancillary productions and entertainment possibilities would be much better served in Midtown Manhattan than they would be in Chapel Hill, North Carolina.
Is that a real possibility? Like, is he?
I don't know.
Okay,
I know that there are people involved in Chapel Hill who would love it.
I'd love to see him gone. I cannot envision anyone in New York wanting Bill Belichick with that entire baggage and group that comes with it. I really don't.
I agree. I wouldn't want him.
I mean, that would be such a disastrous situation.
I know
to bring that to New York and what that would do and what the media would do to that relationship as well.
She'd love it, though.
Oh, she would love it.
It's all about the absolute value of the attention. It's just about the spotlight.
Now, if that relationship doesn't continue on and he just wants to worry about coaching football again, but for me, though, it's just, is it past the opportunity for Bill Belichick? Like, has he damaged his reputation so much?
That's the right question. That's the correct question is, was this not just a case of the rapidly changing college landscape being a beyond him and beyond whatever his greatness has been, but has the NFL also gotten to that point?
Yeah, I just think if you're an organization, and we're talking, specifically about the Giants, do you want the end of the Bill Belichick NFL time to be with your name attached to it? Because if it goes bad, and the possibility of it going bad would seem very highly to me, I don't want it ending in my organization. I don't want it ending in my city with my team.
I'm not sure what relationship the Mara family has had, but I don't know how close the Maras are with Bob Kraft.
Yeah.
But there certainly would be there would be no excuse for going into this without asking all the right questions from their perspective. Because the Maras, as opposed to maybe the McCaskies or the Bidwills or the Rooneys, they seem to be in a little bit more touch with what's going on. And I don't know. I don't know if they would want the Bill Belichick end game attached to their legacy unless they're true believers. With every day that goes by, I'm less of a true believer, and that Belichick, maybe for his time, was right guy, right place, right relationships, right everything for his time.
Yeah, I hate to think of it, and not that I have any special connection to the Patriots and hated to see them always winning and always on top, and it was super annoying as a fan, but that was all jealousy. I just don't know why he just didn't walk away and have it all done and just retire, take a analyst job, or just go fishing or golf or travel with his girlfriend. I just don't know why he wanted to get back into this, because it never seemed like a good situation. Going to college football just didn't seem good.
Was it for his son? Did he want to put Steve in a position to inherit something with staying power?
I think he could have gotten him a job somewhere without having to do this.
I don't know.
It's just too bad that it's going to end this way. Like, the end of the story is going to go out with this UNC thing being a complete disaster. I don't think the Giants are going to touch him for consideration for coaching. I don't think anybody else would.
Maybe that's where Matt Nagy is going to go to resurrect
to the Giants,
his fortunes,
or to North Carolina.
I'm saying that maybe he's that eventually, now that he has been Chiefs washed again.
Yeah.
Although the counterpart, I mean, Steve Spagnuolo might be in line for a job as well as the defense has played, and you can't turn on a Chiefs broadcast without people gushing.
Steve Spagnuolo, yeah, Steve Spagnuolo. And keep in mind too, wasn't Nagy had a winning record in Chicago despite all of the interesting ways that things played out and all that took place.
It was all off the 2018 season.
Yeah, I know, but still, he had a winning record. Wasn't a total bust. I think going back to KC hopefully does him some good and gets another opportunity if he does want to do that. But looking at the Giants, Jackson Dart, I know he's not going to play this weekend because of concussion protocol, and Jameis Winston gets the start or should get the start. Or I don't know if that's official that he is going to start or not, but
I know he's been elevated over Russell Wilson.
Okay, so he'll start because Dart's going to be out. Dart's coming. He'll play again this season. Like there's no possibility of not trying to. I mean, they're 2-8.
Hey, you should develop your next quarterback.
Yeah,
you should absolutely play Dart.
I mean, it's his fourth one this year, fourth concussion protocol this year.
It's not the dumbest concussion, though.
No, it certainly is not.
At least his
was involved in the game of football,
not in the game of Nintendo Wii tennis.
Yeah,
I'm not going to stop roasting my kid for that.
There's no reason why you should.
I am not going to stop
He's
roasting.
just lucky he didn't get more seriously injured.
Yeah, he went to sleep afterward. Like I don't want to get started.
OWC, you can check out.
You want to hear about
the latest episode of OWC came out yesterday. Check it out on the YouTube channel. You can go to any place you get your favorite podcasts and listen there.
Yeah, you want to hear about the dumbest concussion of all time, and we didn't even know about it.
I'm not even sure if you need to say anything beyond Wii tennis. Like, I think it's pretty much capsulized right there as one of the dumbest concussions ever. Mm-hmm. Without further detail.
Yeah, I do think there needs to be an inquest into the number of concussions suffered in Wii tennis. That like Pablo Torre or somebody, I think we need to train all of our journalistic guns.
Is Wii tennis more dangerous than the NFL?
Exactly.
Yeah.
I want to tell the truth.
He's going to have to start wearing a Guardian cap when he plays in his room.
Over that awful hair.
Yes.
Yeah.
If he can fit it, yes.
His Wii tennis Guardian cap. You gotta put
you can get it bedazzled and stuff, and
yeah. Put his name on it.
You know what? And if he's got anything to say to me, I don't. Just save it. Save it, young man.
Oh my God.
You show up on time for our recordings. Stop pooping.
How much is a Guardian cap?
I don't know. I think we can afford one.
No, wait. You're a coach. You got to have it in somewhere with like a supplier or something. If I could send him, he's coming home for Thanksgiving, and I could get him a Guardian cap. Let's see. We have a football helmet too that I could put it over, and make it like his Wii tennis helmet.
All right. Let's see. Here we can. Oh, okay. Dude, you can get one on Amazon for $25.
A Guardian cap?
Yeah.
Do you think it's worth it for the roast?
Oh, no, sorry. Those are for flag football. So the ones that go over helmet, $75. You can do that.
That's a lot of money.
You can spend $75. He spends that drinking beer on your credit card. Come on now.
Now don't get me started. Now, no.
Did I just cross the line?
No,
sorry.
No, I'm going to give him another concussion. You keep talking about that.
You can get one on Amazon, $75. And you can have it, you can have it by Friday. I think you should get one. And then you could like get it all. You can have Beth help you out and write on there Wii tennis, his name.
Put little like Wii tennis logos, or I think he made a MII for the Wii. You know how you make your own?
Yeah, your own avatar.
Yeah, like put that on the side as the logo.
I think you should get one. $74 you can have by Friday. Yeah, give it to him for Thanksgiving. You can do it as an early Hanukkah gift.
That would be hysterical.
Yeah, next time you play Wii tennis, here's a football helmet with a Wii Guardian cap.
There's another New York Giants guy in the news here because of something that happened on the NFL on Fox, and you showed it to me. I had not seen it.
Showed you the video.
Showed me the video of Michael Strahan,
and we'll post the video if you haven't seen it on our socials.
So, on Halloween, out on the set, some production assistant or producer in one of those Scream masks.
Or I don't know if it was Scream or just a white mask with a hooded type cape on.
Came up from behind Michael Strahan and startled him, and Strahan turned around and was...
Like live during a segment.
Right.
Yeah.
And Strahan was pissed about it. Really pissed about it. And I have to say, I kind of agree with him. I think that's bullshit. If you want to do that in the office and maybe have a camera on it, and because, I mean, we've seen stuff like that go on behind the scenes. I've heard all kinds of stories about the NBA on TNT and what Shaq would do to people. He had this like Shaq's couch, and if you go near the couch, Shaq will jump up and attack you and throw you on the couch and smother you. And it's just
and then start taking bites.
No,
out
seriously,
of you.
it's a rite of passage apparently to be like in the spider web of the Shaq couch, and it's just sort of a funny thing. But to do that live on national television. First of all, the guy who did it is damn lucky that the all-time NFL sack leader didn't punch his lights out or throw him through a wall. That's an NFL player. And as we know, any of us who have crossed former NFL players before,
as you had your own run-in,
I've seen it with others too, that shit's real. When that goes and that switch flips and they go into attack mode, you don't want to be on the other end of that. You can ask me about what happened to Doug Buffone. Ask Rich Ackerman back years ago when he went into a defensive stance in the hallway in the old Score. And Doug put him off a metal storm door. Like a cartoon, like seriously, like Avengers. And that guy's lucky that Strahan didn't knock him out.
And a producer from Good Morning America, whom Michael Strahan is also a host on GMA, if you didn't know that, playfully suggested on social media that she would have been shown the door had she pulled a stunt like that on their program, to which Strahan responded, "Someone will be." So he's legitimately pissed about this.
Yeah, I know.
About this happening.
And
it was Halloween weekend, which is why, that was the setup to it.
There's nothing clever about startling somebody. That's the other thing too. Like a practical joke or something something you set up has some cleverness. Coming up behind somebody and startling them and freaking them out, that's not clever.
So
because that's a reaction. That's an animal reaction. And people make videos of like possums who play dead or the fainting goats. Like to do that to somebody isn't cute.
So my reaction to it is a little bit different than yours. I think overall it's stupid. I think it was a dumb thing to do in the middle of a segment, but I get it. And you scared the big guy on the set, and he's the biggest guy that's on the set. Gronk wasn't on the set at the time. Strahan's the biggest guy, and you get the big guy to be scared. Funny, ha, 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 it's Halloween, the guy's in a mask. Great, I get it. I think he's overreacting. I mean, if someone really loses their job over this, that's that's quite the overreaction
then
to it.
I guess I'll be in between. I'm not clamoring for anybody to be fired. I'm just saying that I understand why he would be unhappy about that being done live in the middle of a segment.
And I'm also on the side of it that if he'd reacted naturally and punched the guy, just like kind of swung and punched in the crazy world we live in, I guess, it'd be very difficult to get to the set there and do that on stage, and you would hope. But if he'd have punched the guy, I'm not going to hold Strahan at fault for anything that would have happened after that either. But I think if someone does get fired, and for me, for the producer of GMA to say, if I'd have done that, I'd have been fired, there's something there with Michael Strahan then. That, to me, screams a little prima donna type.
Well, I don't think you're a prima donna for that. You might be a prima donna for other things.
To fire someone for that, I would say yes. And I think for her to suggest that, if I'd have done this on my show, I'd have been shown the door. I think there's suggesting something there about Michael Strahan.
Maybe. I guess I've got a little bit more empathy for how that I would... I wouldn't scream, "You should be fired," but I'd be
right, Admiral Akbar. You're not going to come out and fire people.
I'd be unhappy. I'd
be
disappointed.
I would have laughed it off if you'd have scared me, but, whatever. But I also like, scaring my wife too in the house. So
don't do that. It's bad husbandry. Don't do that.
I don't do mean things like that. We have our bathroom door has got the centerpiece is all glass, but it's like a frosted glass.
Okay.
So you can see through it, but you can't really see.
Right.
So
like the conference room down there.
Yeah. So when she's in the bathroom, I just stand and I press my face against it.
Don't do that.
But it's not like I try to. I just stand there. She'll turn over, and I'm just standing there. I'm not doing
that's
it.
Creepy.
But the door's closed.
But that's creepy.
But this can't be creepy. I'm her husband. It can't be creepy.
Oh yeah, it can.
No, I don't have like a mask on. or anything.
No, it's still creepy.
I'm not like doing Ed Gein with not digging up a dead body and putting her face over my head.
It's still creepy.
In ladies' panties and stuff and a brassiere.
No, you would never do that.
No,
not
wouldn't do that to scare my wife.
Not that those details would be top of mind either.
Well, I just watched the Ed Gein show on Netflix.
Is it a variety show?
No, it's you know what
it's
it is.
The Ed Gein show.
He comes out in a brassiere and some panties.
Yeah, ladies and gentlemen, let's put your hands together. Ed Gein.
It's the new.
Hey, all right.
It's the new monster. It's the new in the monster series. Yeah. So and he was the inspiration behind Leatherface and behind Psycho. Okay.
And Hannibal Lecter.
Hannibal Lecter. Yeah.
No, Buffalo Bill.
Buffalo Bill. Yes.
Bill. But
and then
I like the idea of the Ed Gein show being like a 1970s style variety show, like Sonny and Cher,
okay,
or where you have the Osmonds.
Yeah,
there's a couple of song and dance numbers, maybe a laugh-in style, some quick-witted one-liners.
Have you seen the trailer at all with Charlie Hunnam, the actor from Sons of Anarchy, who plays Ed Gein, and he talks like this and.
No.
He's like, oh, it's so nice to see you again. Hello, ladies. Yeah, that's his voice.
That's how Ed Gein sounds?
Yeah, that's how Ed Gein sounds.
Oh, I'd stay away from him.
Yeah, 100%. He's like, oh, hello, would you like a slice of pie? Mother's calling me now. Hello, Mother. And his mom's dead in a rocking chair in his bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And he finds a chick that digs it, and she's into it with him. She sees the mom's dead body. Oh, they had to have, yeah.
Yeah.
Hello.
And the fact that it's played by Reese Witherspoon.
It's one of her favorite books. What book is your mother reading? Would you like to read a book with Mother?
All right, this is all you. You're in charge. You're in charge of the Ed Gein variety
I've recommended
show.
many things to you, but I haven't recommended this one to you.
There's no official recommendation.
I know this is not your thing.
And
we're having a hard time getting through it too, by the way. Like we keep turning off.
Why?
Like the sex with the dead body on the kitchen table in the last episode.
Why else?
We were kind of. I'm good.
Yeah, that's enough. Ed.
Natalie's like, do we have to watch this? And I was like, oh, what's wrong with it, dear?
Ed, nice knowing you, Ed, but I'm good on that.
So if I stand in front of the bathroom door with that voice going, hello, honey.
Yeah, she
Would you like
should
to see
be
Mother?
Legally allowed to beat you to death with a loofah.
Oh, she already is.
Okay, good.
She has that. It's built in.
She might kick your ass.
There's an agreement. Oh, she would. She would. I'm not much of a fighter. I'm more of a lover. Hello, I'm more of a mother lover. Hello, Mother. Time for the Ed Gein Show.
Hey! All right, Ed Gein's wardrobe is provided by Human Skin.
All right, I didn't know that this Michael Strahan story was going to lead into Ed Gein.
Yeah, so you know what? I want to tell you about how you seek the truth. And it's really important that one should know how to seek truth in life. And when you seek truth, you should go to a house of worship. You know what's the truth? Beer church. Go to beer church.
Yeah, buddy.
Find truth. Their slogan is drink, eat, repent, repeat. Either you have been to beer church or you have not been to beer church. There are those of us who have been and those who have not. And when you have been, you will know. You can't miss it. Civil War era, iconic church. It looks like this in downtown New Buffalo, Michigan. And just go and trust us. I can't tell you, we're already, how many emailers have either added or said, they took a special trip.
There's so many of them. Yeah.
Oh, by the way, we've been, it's absolutely the best.
The number of people that have told me they're going, that they're making a destination in New Buffalo just to try the pizza.
So not only should you go and have the pizza and have everything and enjoy and all of their micro craft brewed beers that are all made there out on their gorgeous patio that is open year round with TVs everywhere. Great place to watch a game and just nosh and drink. But the pizza making school private party. Give them a call. Just Google Beer Church Pizza School. It'll come right up. Go to beerchurchbrewing.com and book a private class. It could be a small group. It could be 300 plus. Talk your boss into having a holiday party there if those plans haven't been made, or just find an excuse to go with a few people and learn to make their Neapolitan pizza. It's awesome. You're going to get hands-on. They've got 2 different wood fire kitchens. They got an indoor one. They've got one out by the bar. And You can learn everything about it, about how to toss and stretch the dough and the ratios of all the ingredients. And it doesn't take long to cook. That fire is so hot. A couple of minutes. There's no delayed gratification.
I timed my pizza. It was 2.5 minutes.
Yep. So
the guy was hopping, though. He was, man, it was one thing after another going in that oven.
Oh, the pizzaiolas there
so busy.
They know what they're doing.
It was great.
So if you happen to be headed out toward Southwest Michigan, or if you want to just have an excuse to take a special trip any time of year, do it. BeerChurchBrewing.com and let your pizza party begin.
I haven't stopped thinking about the margarita pizza, and I don't have time in the immediate future to get back right away. I'm going to do something I'm going to regret this weekend. I'm going to make my own, and it's not going to be the same.
No,
it's just
you're
it's
going to
not.
be disappointed.
I am going to be disappointed, but I'm going to keep doing that until I can get to go back, so I can satisfy, because it's just
good luck.
I want it. I want it every day. It's that good of a pizza.
There's a couple other NFL stories we wanted to hit. This one I really didn't know about, and this is with the upcoming game between the Dolphins and the Commanders
in
on
Madrid.
Sunday. First of all,
in Madrid.
Talk about having gone someplace or having Madrid is my theory about Madrid. If you stop moving for 30 seconds, there will be almonds, red wine, and olives in front of you. Somehow, no matter, I don't know how it works. The moment you stop moving, someone will run up to you with small plates of these fantastic, like, little salted fried almonds. What are they called?
Not the Marcona.
Marcona almonds.
Yeah.
And these incredible olives, and like a glass of Tempranillo, Rioja, or Valdepeñas. In Madrid, they mostly drink Valdepeñas. Oh my God! And then the ham. There's ham everywhere.
Jamón. It's jamón.
Jamón. The roads are paved with
jamón.
with cured jamón. It's no matter where you go, someone will have an actual full ass leg there with a bone sticking out of it, and they're carving off little pieces. And you can just go anywhere. It's everywhere.
Yeah, in the original script for Wizard of Oz, it was actually the Hamon Road to the
That's
wizard.
what it is.
Yeah, that's what it was going to be.
The road of delicious ham.
Right, and then they decided, nah,
it's not going to work.
because the actors
rhyme.
kept dropping down and eating.
Mm-hmm.
The lion couldn't stop eating all the Hamon.
Bert, you're eating all the ham. Oh, I know.
Well, that's pretty good.
I'm so sorry.
Oh, maybe he could be like the sidekick to Ed Gein in the Ed Gein show.
Ed Gein and the cow. What do you think?
Cowardly Lion.
Oh,
hello, Mother.
You're so funny,
It's
Ed.
my friend the lion. Mother.
Who's the house band for the Ed Gein show? Guar.
Oh, no. Who does Jimmy Fallon?
Questlove?
Yeah.
The Roots?
The Roots. They should do it. Or you bring back Paul Schaefer in the band.
I think it should be Guar.
Okay. Oh, your guy.
It should be Blothar, yes.
Your guy.
It should be.
No, we should do a spin-off of Guar and call him Gwern.
For the Ed Gein show?
Yeah.
But they would be up to it because they have all the blood and the guts and the gore.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that'd be a good fit.
Right.
For sure. Oh, hello. Here's the house band.
Hello,
Guar.
Blothar the Berserker. Yeah, it's good.
Hello, Mother.
I like the plan.
Oh,
But regardless, Mike.
Oh, yeah, you were telling a story.
Mike McDaniel.
About Hamon.
Mike McDaniel, the head coach of the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah, because they're in Madrid this weekend.
Says that Dan Quinn was the guy who was most instrumental in getting him sober. I had no idea. I didn't know that they sat him down. He said, Dan Quinn holds a special place in my heart and my career. He was there at ground zero when I became sober and supported me and gave me the opportunity to continue what I love to do. Pretty amazing. I didn't know in 2016, then Atlanta Falcons coaches Quinn, Kyle Shanahan, and Raheem Morris all sat McDaniel down and did an intervention.
Yeah, they told him that they believed he was drinking too much. An assessment McDaniel said he agreed with. He then went home, he talked to his wife, and he said that it was the look on his wife Katie's face, that look of disappointment, that drove him to change his life, and he hasn't had a drink since that day.
I mean, they must have really cared about him. They wouldn't have done that if they didn't think that there was something that really needed fixing and something certainly worth it. Those are good friends.
Yeah, I was really happy to read that story because it shows that friendship, that level of concern and care. I had my own, years and years of abusing alcohol and, going out to party and having a good time. I'm very fortunate that I was never addicted to it, that it never became something that controlled my life. I'd like to go out and have a good time. And there's a difference between abusing it and being addicted to alcohol. And I was really lucky that I wasn't addicted to alcohol and that I could just quit drinking because I wanted to, and I was tired of drinking and I wanted to feel better and I was getting older, that I could just put it away and walk away, and I haven't touched alcohol in almost 2 years now.
Not everybody can do that.
Yeah, no, not everybody can do that. I'm really fortunate that I was able to do that because I look back on it now, and the further away I get from drinking, I look at it, and now I'm at a point, Dan, where I'm like, I wish I'd never drank at all.
Really?
Yeah, I wish I never did.
But you were so much fun.
I was a lot of fun. And
you got a whole character out of it.
I know. And it was like my radio persona thing. That's what I developed.
You had jerseys that said Drinky on the back.
That people bought from me. I didn't make those. And I was the guy that you wanted to sit down with at the end of the bar and shoot the shit and hang out with. And, yeah. But looking back, the further away I get now, I wish I'd never even started. Because I can look at moments in my life where bad decisions were made that impacted my life, and alcohol was the root of that issue.
Or what did Homer Simpson say?
Or using alcohol to deal with things instead of dealing with them as a man, as an adult.
I just remember the line, alcohol, the solution to and cause of all of our problems.
Yeah, no, pretty much. So this is great, and I'm really happy for Mike McDaniel, and I know now, knowing this, which I didn't know, which I'm disappointed I didn't know this about him. And when I've made comments about the way he looks and coming off a bender and, making jokes about him being a drug dealer in Miami, I feel a little bad about those now knowing what he struggled with and where he's at with it. But his looks certainly had changed over his time in Miami. So, good for him that he was able to walk away from it and not go back to it. And good for Dan Quinn and Kyle Shanahan. Shanahan eventually gave him a job then. Back in coaching because he was out of coaching for some time. But then he was able to get back into it because again of this group of friends that helped him out and said, "Hey, you got something going on. You need to slow this down. It's not good for you."
Another quick note here about somebody who's got something going on. Did you see this? That Jaire Alexander of the Eagles has taken a break from football. He says he has to get right physically and mentally. He's coming back from knee surgery, and he had been demoted to a reserve role. He's now replaced on the reserve retired list. He hasn't formally submitted retirement paperwork, which means he can come back. He's only 28 years old, and he hasn't traveled with the team. He didn't travel to Green Bay. And they said that this was in place, that he stayed in Philadelphia because it was for his knee and to acclimate to the defensive system. But this is an all-pro, a two-time all-pro.
Oh, I hated watching him in the Packers.
When he was with the Packers.
And so, Dan, he watched that game Monday night from home and was like, I'm good. I don't need to play with this team.
I guess. They said a source indicated that his dealing with multiple injuries over recent seasons and subsequently going from one of the best corners in the league to a reserve role came with a mental toll. Well, I never want to presume anything regarding anybody's mental health journey. So I wish him the best and hope he can find his way through this. And if it doesn't involve football, if I don't know if there's any component of head injury involved, but whatever it may be, good luck.
Yeah, now I know that Monday Night Football game was bad. We talked about it at length yesterday, but I didn't think it was this bad.
Bad just like I don't want to have.
I don't want anything to do with this anymore. I'm good.
I could just turn it off.
I'm good. You're right,
but I didn't. I watched the whole dumb thing.
Yeah, you did.
The game is over. It's just like, that just sucked.
Yeah, luckily I missed the end trying to get Frankenstein in from the backyard, but then you told me all about it and then made me watch it. So
yeah, I think I texted you.
You did text me,
and I said, what did I say? That was the dumbest ending.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then one of your guys was like, everyone should lose a finger. I thought that was great. But I thought it was a bad game, not bad enough to make someone retire. But Godspeed to you, Jaire Alexander, and good luck. We're all counting on you.
And that is Forward Progress on this Wednesday. A Chicago Bears podcast, Bernstein, Abaticola, 312 Sports.
10, 219, 219.
Forward Progress. A Chicago Bears podcast with Dan Bernstein and Matt Abaticola on 312 Sports.